Welcome back to my channel. This is the third time that I tried to do this video. I got my phone propped up on a flexible tripod on my steering wheel and it keeps falling. So I hope it doesn't do it again. So I've been doing a lot of thinking since my last video. I was unsure if I was going to I was unsure if I was still going to talk about my visits or not, and I asked a few of you to chime in and tell me what you thought I should do, and nobody did. Sad face. But that's okay, because I made the decision already. I felt that the only thing that was stopping me from doing it was the fear of what people thought of me. And I'm really in a place where I don't care what people think of me anymore. I mean, it's mildly still there, and we should not care what people think of us. So I decided to continue because I do know there are people in the world who is curious about people like me, and because I was before all my visits even started. There's somebody in the world, even if it's just one person, wants to know or is curious about what's been going on in my life concerning my visits. And heck, you know, if I can put one person in the, or have one person care is what I'm trying to say, it's worth something to me. And like I've said many times also, this is like a diary for me. I had said in the last video as well that I have done a journal of not all of my visits, most of them. And I haven't really kept up on my visits. And I should, because like I said, I don't remember every visit because I have so many of them. And if you're new to my channel, when I refer to my visits, it is of extraterrestrials and many multi-dimensional beings. And at first I didn't know what was going on, and things have intensified to the point where I kind of knew, and then going through hypnosis, it's all been confirmed. I'm sure in my future videos I'll have to define what my visits are. Also, under hypnosis, I have found that one of my guides is a ET, extraterrestrial. Not everybody has one, and our guides change out throughout our lifetime. So I might have an ET guide now, but he may not always be with me. I hope he is, because he's also my protector. I feel now that I know, I don't know. I haven't always known that we all have guides, and we do, and we have multiple guides. Since the knowing that I have them, having known that they change out kind of bothers me a little. It's like having a friend and they go away, I guess. I don't know. That's just who I am, I guess. I recently found out also that we have like our main guides, and behind those guides we have like armies of guides. And I guess I don't have this confirmed, so I don't know. And I'm not just throwing these ideas out there not knowing what I'm talking about. I don't ask a stranger on the street, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm, going to throw it out on my YouTube channel. I find these things out through very reputable, I can't say that word, people. This part I'm assuming on the army of guides. I think they change out for certain things that you do in your life. For instance, you love cooking and you want to cook this huge gourmet meal, and I'm guessing that the guide who has creativity in cooking will come out. Same with artistry. I can't say my words. The same with like photography. The most creative guide for that purpose comes out, I'm assuming. It makes sense. I've read that somewhere, but I thought it was just an extra guide will pop in, but I'm assuming that it's one of your own guides. I'm going to talk about one visit that I remember that means the world to me. And also, if you're new to this video, my guides and extraterrestrials, I'm not sure who played a hand in this, but they've taken my depression away. And if you watch my first few videos, you'll see that I was in depression and I had anxiety and all that, but I don't have it anymore. They've taken that away from me. I've become agnostic because of my abusive childhood and early adulthood, and I've had my awakening. I'm very spiritual now. It's really weird to say. I claim to be Buddhist because it seems closer to who I am, the belief system and stuff. But I have no limits on religion. I believe in everything because I think it's in all of us. But some of us claim, hey, I'm Christian because it's closer to them, just like me. Buddhism, it's all religion is religion, no matter how you look at it. Just my intake on that. I currently have a bad Achilles tendon. The tendon itself is not bad, but I have fluid accumulation in my ankle joint, which has made my Achilles tendon flare. And it's very, very painful in my heel area. And it hurts to walk. It hurts to walk on my tiptoes. It hurts to walk backwards. I was put in a boot for a while, and it helped because your foot is stiff and you don't work your ankle that much. It helped, but it would still hurt if I was working on my foot. And this one particular day, I had worked quite a bit. I think it's been a little bit. So I was walking out to my car and I had my boot on, but it was so excruciating that I was almost to my car and I had to stop because it was just screaming at me. What happens is I have a burning spasm in my tendon, and it hurts really, really bad. And once that spasm eased down a little bit, I was able to continue to the car. And that night I got home, I got off that night, so I went home and took the boot off, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't know how much more I could take. And which, in fact, I'm having surgery next month. This is March, so I'm having surgery next month on that to help me with the pain and make it heal. So anyway, I got home that night and I'm in bed, and I woke up to what felt like, I'm going to call it like a laser, a painless laser. It was like a circular spot behind the big outside ankle bone. Behind that bone, it felt like a vibration and a circular motion. It wasn't going in a circle, but it was about maybe that big around, maybe smaller, maybe something like that. They were working on my foot. I woke up to like a vibration in that spot. And I opened my eyes and I looked down at the foot of my bed, which is where my ET guide is always at night. I don't know why. But I woke up to that and I'm like, oh wow. And this is not unusual for me because I wake up with body vibrations a lot. I wake up to them working on my back. And all of this is painless. Sometimes there's a zap here and there, but it's just like an electrical zap that makes you like, ooh, but it's not really painful. I was looking down there and I'm assuming this one figure that I see is my ET guide. And when I tell you I'm unsure, I'm going to describe the scene to you. So sometimes, well, all the time, they wake me up. My room, I have my TV on usually all the time. So when I wake up, my room is filled with like a light, very light smoky haze, or like a curtain of geometric shapes and various colors. They never stay in one color. And in the haze and in the geometric shapes, these beings come, and the haze kind of makes them visible, kind of, and the shapes will also, you could see certain things through the shapes. So I want to say he's always in the haze. And I woke up to the vibration on my ankle, look down there, and I can see what I'm assuming is my ET guide because he's always there, same shape. And I'm like, I wonder if he's working on it. I can't remember if I'd done a video on this before. If I did, I'm so sorry for repeating this. I looked down. I'm constantly looking down, and my TV lit up, and I was like amazed. Beside the entity that I feel is my ET guide was another being, and he had a crescent that goes like this, and it was huge, and it was either his head or a helmet. I'm not sure. And the TV lit up, and the tip of it, I can't remember the order of it, and this is why I want to write things down. The tip of it was either purple or blue, and then it faded to purple or blue, the opposite color. And I could only see the back of it to the middle of it. And I want to say I saw its shoulder also a little bit. And it was amazing. And that being, which was an ET, of course, was working on my foot. So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, look at that, you know? And I was tickled when I was like, you know, oh wow. Evidently, my guide turned its head and looked at me, and this is going to sound insane crazy. Oh my gosh. It looked like he had lenses on. I don't think it was his eyes. It was some type of lenses. And I say that because when he looked at me, the lenses reflected off the TV. When he turned his head, the light just kind of reflected. And I was like, is he wearing glasses? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I mean, if he is, he is. You know, we do it here. But something tells me those lenses were not for vision like we use them for. I don't think it's so he could see and read. I think they were for protection. Like some of, you know, like the Greys. I'm going to throw that out there. The Greys. The reason why their eyes are black is because their planet is very dark, and that is how they see. So I'm assuming that maybe he had a lens type thing on because of the lighting here hurts his eyes. I don't know. I don't 100% know. And during hypnosis, I was told that my guide went to go get this being to bring him back to heal, or to work on me. He didn't heal me because it's not better. I think for some reason, I don't know what it was, they worked on it for some reason. I don't know why. And then recently I found out that they're working on my nervous system, which practically goes down your spine. And I wake up quite a bit with body vibrations and then working on my spine. And when they do, I hear a high-pitched like a dentist drill, but real faint. It's not real loud, it's faint. You really have to listen. And you can feel the little zapping, electrical, painless zapping in your spine. I have a back injury, and I've always thought, you know, are they working on that? Are they making that better? I don't know. But I was told that they come and work on that often because I don't go to the doctor. And I don't because they won't give you pain medicine anymore. So why go? I've been told that they're working on my back because of that. I don't know specifically if they're working on my back because of my injury or another issue. I have no idea. But that's one of my visits of the ETs, when my guide, the other, working on my foot. I also was told I am an empath, and I feel everybody's emotion quite a bit. I was told that high impact empaths are of course star seeds, which I am, and a definition of the star seed is we were born on other planets before we came to Earth. And the ones who came to Earth first are called Earthlings. We are called star seeds because we are born and lived on other planets first. We're not any more special than anybody else. We're all, you know, we're all special. Being a starseed and a high empath usually gets visits from all kinds of spirits. ETs, higher dimensional beings, lower dimensional. Well, I would hate to think, bad dimensional. I don't know, but they say that, all these beings want to come to this empath for help. And I'm assuming that's why they're all coming to visit me. But I cannot communicate with them. I'm hoping to develop that where I can communicate. All I know is they come and see me. And if they're trying to communicate with me, I can't hear them. And I will say that my guide communicates with me through butterflies, and I've noticed that recently. I'll ask a question before I go to sleep and say, if this is a yes, send me a butterfly, and I'll either get one butterfly or a lot. And it just hit me, maybe the more butterflies, the more intensity the answer is, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I wanted to also throw in here a quick future plan. I hope will be a future plan. And in my other videos, you'll see that I wanted to travel, and I still want to. And I'm hoping not long from now, I can invest in purchasing a van and converting it. And I hope to go to Arizona. I would love to live in Sedona, Arizona. I really, 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 really would. And the cost of living there is really high. I mean, so high. And the rentals are sky high. And if I could, I would get this get this van, live in it, and work there for a while until my YouTube channel hits it off good enough where I can get a place to rent. Or just live in my van until I know what I want to do. I mean, you just never know. I might get a really high paying job. You just don't know. But that's what I want to do. It's really weird for me when people park beside me. It's that thing, what are they thinking? What do they think of me? I'm on my phone and talking to myself. That's my future plan. I'm curious, and I know they will. I have no doubt, because I've been to other places. Let me say this. I am curious to see if my entity, friends, family, will follow me. I know they will, because they already have. I've been to 2 places that were not my home, and they showed up there too. So that is this day's video. I hope everybody is well wherever you're at. I will do more videos. I have a lot to catch up on because I have a lot of visits that I didn't document. I will try to do 1 video a week, and I will try very, very hard to be consistent about that. So I hope you're having a great day. I'm excited to be back. And if you're not subscribed, it's free. Subscribe. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put another video out. If you've already been subscribed, thank you for being a subscriber. And I love you guys. I'm sending everybody love, light, and peace. Bye.